Okay. Streaming live, YouTube live, over there, Microscope Factory live stream. Which I've just realized I've spelled wrong. Ready to go, me. Ready to go. Alright. Awesome. Now that I'm over here, I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Alright. Ah, lovely. Now that I know things are working wonderfully, which is nice and wonderful, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, we will begin with some Minecraft Sky Factory in 3, 2, 1. Hey everyone, I'm MacGyver, and welcome back to Minecraft Sky Factory. If everything works out well, then that is awesome. If not, then, well, we'll have to go as the crow takes us, or however that saying goes. I'm not quite sure. So yes, getting back into Minecraft Sky Factory. It's been such a while. I've done so much that we might as well call this Minecraft Sky Factory Season 2 because of how much stuff I've done in the meantime and all the stuff we still have to do. So we're going to jump right on in there. So bring it right on over. I love that smooth transition. I'll jump right on in and show you everything we've done, which is so much. If I probably should have written it down, which I'm actually going to grab our list to make it a little easier to remember what we still. But Star Wars. There's a lot of stuff in this notebook I have to flip through. Ha this stuff. Got it. Alright. So, sorry, please bear with Minecraft here. There we go. I just had to click. Okay. Wonderful. That will fix itself out here in a moment once things are done loading here for Minecraft. Once things are done being loaded and generated and whatnot, that will all have fixed itself out. If you experience a bit of lag over there watching it live, that is normal, as well as if you're watching this as the rebroadcast, so those of you who are in the future. So I apologize for that. So yes, welcome back to Minecraft Sky Factory. First off, we have to do what I always have to remember to do. So I have to go up here and unequipped and re-equipped my traveler's belt. That way we can flip back and forth. A hotbar. Awesome. So, oh shoot, looks like we had a bit of a stream drop there for a moment. Deeply sorry about that, folks. So, tons of stuff being done, and you could, for those of you who remember this, could probably see it right off the corner of the screen, right over here. And so, yeah. First off, with the mob farm, there's not much that's been done. But we'll just do a nice, big, slow reveal. First, you can see there's a lot more cherry trees around and everything. There's still this green tree here, which I thought I got rid of now that I think about it. Don't know why. And we'll duck down up and around here and show you guys that I have gone out and around where all the animals were originally in the farm area and is now all Minicio. This is what I did to make it easier to farm Minicio to make into Zervicio to get things like awesome armor, but things like getting a lot of the magical crops down there, which we'll see in a moment. I also bordered all of that around with more dirt turned into grass, to then have for a whole bunch of these wonderful secure, I think they're called secure trees, I don't think they're actually called cherry trees. These beautiful pink secure trees to outline that, as well as some bushes and everything. And as you can see, there are some animals out and around there. Bit of difference being done here with all the magical crops, which we'll see in a moment, as well as there's some nice water features in certain areas. So there's all of that that's been done, but there's also been a ton of stuff done over here. First off, with the whole automation, all of this over here has been turned off. Why can't I fly? Ah, there we go. Flying just makes it a little easier. All this has been disconnected. All of it's being powered, but none of it's being used. Mainly just the sag mill and the inscriber over there, which I think I may have used a little bit for more drives, but otherwise not much. We still have our maker going. We now have 5 septuple, which I think when I left off we didn't even have a septuple. But now, I got rid of the hatches because they were annoying. Down here, a lot has changed. First off being, we have all of this. Now you may be wondering, what is this and what is that being grown? Well, in here, oh, that's magmatic dynamo. We have a farming station of redstone seeds. We have all these redstone seeds. Why? Well, that is for what is going to be these machines right here. These machines are going to do for us is something very, very wonderful. So, what's going to happen is all of these seeds underneath, which I'll show you in a moment, are all their essences are being turned to make redstone, thus the redstone crops. Redstone crops are going to be fed through these pipes up to these droppers. Now, why these droppers? Well, that's because they are over these stone barrels full of lava. Now, why would we have that? Well, when you drop a piece of redstone into stone crucible full of lava, it makes netherrack, which we need, because they will then be pumped out of here into the pulverizer. Why the pulverizer? Well, the pulverizer takes that and it makes it into cracked netherrack, which then goes into automatic sieve. When that's powered, it will come out with a ton of wonderful ores for us, such as, if we look here, crushed netherrack. This, when sieved, gives us things like broken oradite and cobalt, which we need to make a lot of much better tool things, which we'll also need for different things like making one of every sword in the game, as well as things like armor, I believe, as well. So this really doesn't do a whole lot of stuff in the way of the actual achievement book, I believe, but it's one of these things that I asked you guys, and you guys thought it would be cool to make. I think what's Manulin or adamantine? I can't remember. The start. But we have that, so that will be then crushed, and that will be piped into this crafting tier, which once we get things, we can make into the crafting recipes to then smelt. Now, here, along this back row, we have a simple cobble gen. Having a hard time flying. Anyways, we have this cobble gen back here going into these crucibles, feeding lava into here. So that way they will constantly refill up. And up along here, which I think I accidentally broke. I don't know why I'm having such hard troubles flying. Alright, there we go. Yeah, some of it's broken, I have to replace it. But all these redstone repeaters go out and around, basically because they are what send a pulse to the droppers to drop the redstone in. And I calculated it out, and from the time it goes from here all the way out and around, it's I believe about 37 seconds, which I haven't calculated, I haven't tested it out yet. I was going to do that on stream to show you guys. Hopefully that's enough time for all of all the lavas to fill up just these 3 crucibles, and then for the droppers, which are still currently full, to have at least 1 redstone to drop the next time. And as you can see, all of these are full of all 9 slots of 64. Now, hopefully when I set this off, it will continuously go because of something I added to this farm. Growth pulsars, which took stinking forever to make. Because I can't remember what goes into them, but they took forever. These growth pulsars, when they're underneath the dirt, make it so they get crops quicker. So hopefully, all of those, when they are farmed, will come down into here, into this crafter, with only the recipe for redstone, which we have a lot of extra essence, and a lot of extra redstone to pipe up in. Now, how is all of this being generated? Well, first off, oh shoot, I may have messed up when I was fixing the water stuff up here. Alright, I'm gonna have to fix this at a later date. But, right here, we have not 1, not 2, but 4 cobblestone generators. These 4 cobblestone generators are filling up what I believe is the equivalent of like close to 50 some, I think. It's like 50 or 40 of these crucibles full of lava. All of these lavas are going into all of these magmatic dynamos. There's 5 on each one, so 5 times 4 is 20 dynamos, which are all being pumped into these redstone energy cells, which also took a stinking long time to make for the electrum. And all of those are being pumped into all these, just these couple machines up here, which don't require that much power. But they're also being pumped into a tesseract, which also took like 5 times longer than the endstone energy cells to make. But this right here is the start of a whole bunch of nice, beautiful stuff we can do with energy. And a lot of that is just coming from these 4 main things here, which is awesome. So hopefully we'll get this set up going today and have that. But there is a couple more surprises, and I think it's time I showed off the big one. The biggest one, which also took a long time, mainly to decorate, is, ladies and gentlemen, let me take a sip of coffee first. In fact, you may want to put down your coffee for this reveal. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages and all backgrounds, I present to you the Lego MacGyver Treehouse. Fireworks, explosions. Ladies and gentlemen, some of you may know that at the end of last stream, which was... Actually, I don't know if you saw it. There is a lost episode of Minecraft Sky Factory that, if you guys want to see, I can edit and put together. But I tried to stream it one day, and my streaming thing was not having it with YouTube Live. It was just not being compatible. So I instead had to record off camera a whole bunch of stuff. So I don't know if you actually saw it, but I made a mega rubber tree. Not the world destroying tree, but I did a mega rubber tree sapling right out here, as you'll see in a moment. And I did it, and I told everybody I was going to build a tree house because in regular Minecraft, this is what I love to do. So I like to build tree houses because I think they're nice, they're fun, and half of the house is already built for you. They're unique, they're never quite the same. You can have them bridging to other trees and whatnot. I love building them in jungle biomes. So I decided we're going to use some of the big trees and do this. A lot like Captain Sparkles with Jerry's tree, except here, I don't have to build the tree. Tree built itself, I just have to decorate it. So, yes. So, from the outside, we have this wonderful little rock, drawbridge rockway from DecoCraft, which is just so beautifully perfect. I absolutely love this little thing leading up, and don't mind the glowstone. We can fix that at a later date. But around all of it are these wonderful, beautiful Chinese lanterns, and I'll sort of just give you guys a sort of 360-degree view of this very wonderful large tree, which I have fitted out with a ton of different things, which we will see in a moment. We also do still have the obsidian dark tower out there in the distance, which is really not doing anything, so hopefully we'll do something with that sometime. But we have our wonderful tree, which doesn't have a name. I don't really know if it needs a name, but it's home to us. So, we can come over here, we can actually walk across this. With it being DecoCraft, I didn't think it was possible. You can actually walk off the edges, and oh yes, I do have this grid problem with all this water. Which, if any of you guys know how to fix when we look at it later, please tell me in the comments or in the live chat, because yes. So first, I did have to hollow out some of this, simply for the elevators, which can come up, and this is currently first floor of this. I'm going off of when you go into it, that's like lobby. This is first floor, going off the French system. And this is the first floor, and there's a lot of stuff here to show you. I'm really happy. First, we have this wonderful grand piano, which you can't play, but you can sit at, and is wonderful. We have all these Chinese lanterns, tons of birdhouses, some wine. I love the carpet textures here. Nice little bird bath, and all this jungle wood comes from this rubber wood. Rubber wood itself doesn't have an actual texture, so when you mine it, turn it into planks and everything, it turns into jungle wood. There is some oak here as well, so there's a bit of a mixture, but they're pretty close enough that you really can't tell too much of a difference. It's like a very slight, like pinkish sort of hue. So yes, we also up here, which took me another long time of getting resources and everything, we actually have an ME terminal up here connected to our actual ME system, so we can take things out besides just having our wireless one, which is jacked up in wireless power to where we can use it basically anywhere, which is awesome. So yes, we have this up here, we have this hammock, which I believe we can actually sleep in, which is really cool. You can only use it at nighttime for sleeping purposes, but that's really cool. Another bird bath, bird houses, hummingbird feeders. Then I have some wind chimes up and about, and here we have the kitchen, little kitchen area. Here we have some meat on some hooks, bunch of wine, a grill, which is an actual cooking thing, a chest full of things for like kettle and coffee. We have a juicer, tons of little DecoCraft things like the spice rack, the bacon. We have a bowl of noodles, the toaster, the microwave we can actually use. This nice countertop looking thing, which I thought was cool. And then using this concrete. I actually like the look of the concrete. I thought it looked a lot better than the marble or andstone. So we have that. A freezer, which I'm not quite sure what it does, and yeah, bake seek. So I really liked how this came together, and there's lots of these little like nooks and crannies here that I just really like. So this is sort of like the common like living area for people to just sort of mill about. We go up another level, we actually come to my bedroom. Here we have tons of stuff. We have this nice, it took me forever, I don't know why. There's two pots in this game. One's a decorative one, and one's the actual Minecraft one that you can put flowers in. And I was using the wrong one for the longest time. It just bugged me that I couldn't put a plant in it. So I finally have a little plant here. We have wall mirror, which doesn't reflect, which is fine. Actual like long chest that you can use as a chest. Here we have nice little double bed which you can sleep in. I can't change the covers because this is a different type of bed. This isn't. This might be the carpenter's one, but it's a colored sheet one, so I don't think I could change it to the fun textures. But yeah, have bedside table, Rubik's cube, the lamp, I went for a lot of purple because I love the color purple in Minecraft. There's a lot of really nicely well done stuff there. So we have sort of this little wardrobe over here with a sort of lava lamp, and the purple wood is amaranth, I believe, or purple heart. Amaranth, yeah, amaranth, purple heart. They're sort of the same things. So lots of those, tons of deco craft things, rose, phonograph, easel, laptop, sort of like a workstation with a nice cup of tea or coffee, depending on how you look at it. Stack papers, telescope. I like the idea of. I wish the aquarium blocks were either odd or even to sort of fit with this couch a bit better, but they really don't. And you can't have them like phase through each other because they don't work that well either. So fortunately that didn't work out too well. But yeah, so a bit of an open element here, more of these wonderful Chinese lanterns. And an offshoot from here, where you actually have a bathroom. Ta-da! DecoCraft has a ton of stuff. It is one of the best mods for decorating things in Minecraft. It really does make things look really nice and furnished. So yeah, we have sort of hand towel, toilet, this mirror, which I did out of gold-edged glass covers, which is really super cool. Sink, hand towel, and this nice sort of like open shower sort of thing that you can walk into, which is super cool with sort of this drain color with an XP drain and wire cover underneath it. So I really like how this turned out. Still keeping to the jungle slash oak look to things, which really isn't much of a difference. But then we also have the upstairs. There's one more thing upstairs, and that is this. For a lot of you who have, please don't pay attention to this. For those of you who have been with the channel for a while, you know with the loot bags, a lot of times we get the common treasure things which have all the gold coins. Well, I've gotten a lot of gold coins over the time, and I thought, what would be a fun thing to do with them? What would be like a Scrooge McDuck thing? And so, I created a coin shower. At this thing, at a tick of like every like quarter of a second or something, drops a coin down here. So you can literally be rained on by gold coins. A very like Scrooge McDuck thing, I thought. And of course I can make it go faster and everything because I have like what did it say? Like over 1,000 or like 10,000 of these coins, and I'm picking some of them up by being so close to it. But yes, so you can sort of just stand in here and just get showered on by tons of little gold coins. And there's a way on the outside for me to go and refill it up if I get more coins, or if something goes janky and it doesn't go back into the feeder chest. So yeah, that is pretty much the house there. So I can also show you everything else. So down here is where we planted it. And yeah, give you guys sort of a closer look of the outside surrounding everything with these nice little water features coming off the side. I'll probably at some time put some more dirt around here to sort of bring the trees down and around it as well, sort of complete it off of our minitio. Here we have glowstone. I needed some slime for some nets, which you'll see in a moment. Coal, water for when I was needing wood for a couple of different things. Nature and earth, obviously. Over here, we have one strictly just for yellowite. And that's because one of the things we're going to be working towards, and why I have some of the coal going as well, is for big reactors, for making nuclear reactors to make power and everything. And with the Tesseracts to transfer it. So over here, we still have the Invar and Electrum crops going up to the side, and up here we have a variety of lapis, which I needed for certain blocks, platinum, diamond, and enderium, which was the hardest ones to get, especially up to 9 because of how much I had to just water and farm for resources. So yes, oops, that's going to screw things up. And of course the Minicio, which we actually don't need to worry about right now because we have a ton of pent up Zavicio. And over here we have this water feature coming down and around from the outside. And then we have this. That's because I was like, we're going to need a barn at some point because of one of the Age of Insanity things, which is for a liquid cow farm, in which there's a mod in here where the cows can be milked for things that aren't milk, which are super cool. And one of the reasons why I had tons of patches of green um, to spawn these, hopefully. And in making all this extra stuff and all of my time away, I made this extra little offshoot and made this sort of barn underneath some of this to store them. And boy howdy, did a lot of different ones spawn. None of these were spawned by me because I can't. You literally can't manually spawn these in. So all of these I literally found out in the world. So we have biofuel. Don't know what biofuel's for, but we have a biofuel cow. We have a hollow tears cow. Don't even know what those are, but we have one. We have pink slime. Not quite sure what that's used for. We have chocolate milk, which seems sort of practical. Lots of like purpley ones. We have primal mana. No clue what that's used for. Molten tin, so one of the metal ones, followed by molten lumium, which I'm not quite sure what that is. We have a molten electrum cow, which we're probably going to be milking the heck out of because electrum's really good. And our last one, which, hey, where did you get that? A molten invoker now has a hat, which is really nice. Speaking of which, what's our hat again? Oh yes, we have our Abraham Lincoln hat, which looks really weird with our armor. So, yeah. So I think that is actually. Oh wait, there's one more thing. There is one more thing, and let me get to it. So, if I come over here, not much has changed in here. I did fill the drives up, so there's a whole bunch already in here. So nothing too much there. I had to actually add more tanks for the XP from forming. And not much has changed in the basement either. Though in with the mob farm with a whole bunch of stuff, there are some more books added to the bookshelves over here, which are nice. This has opened up. So yeah, put some of the armor. But one of the things is that the tree actually came down a little bit. And so if we come over here, there is actually can I not? Ah, there's actually a secret thing underneath my tree. We have this secret bar sort of like area underneath the tree, which I think is super, super cool that I made. And so, after a long time, I've made tons of little things in here, such as this purple bar with things like beer mugs. We have kegs, chalices, and wine for people. We have sort of like a poker or blackjack sort of table over here. This was sort of the best I could do. We have paintings all around. We have some wonderful chandeliers, more of these Chinese lanterns. We have one of the talking fish trophies, dartboard. Here we have what I believe is wooden rapiers for pool sticks for the pool table, which I think turned out very, very nice. Um, as well as a little checkers area. And actually, you can get here by actually just going down the elevator system in the house. So that is pretty much it. The only other major change was I cleaned up everything up here from the devastation with the tables and whatnot. So yeah, it only took me half an hour to yeah, show you everything that I did in the meantime. Lots of stuff, but we have a lot of stuff still yet to do. So we are going to get right on into that. So we're going to come over here to the book. Age of Insanity. We're nowhere near that yet. Alright, starting from the beginning. What do we still have to do? Matic, we don't really need. A lot of these I'll probably just clean up in at the end when we're getting towards the end of the series. So just check them off. They're really not much help to us right now. So plant to flower in 5 biomes. Doesn't really help us out. Diamond Dolly, home 5 blaze spawners, which is going to be it's going to be trouble and really doesn't benefit us right now. Killer Wither, we did that. Travel to the Deep Dark. That might be one we do today. Travel to the end to kill the Ender Dragon. That's a bit down the road. Because that leads into things like Draconic and Draconium and stuff like that. Age of Power, this is the reactors, which we might be able to get started on today. We might need to handle a coal problem there to make graphite, but we'll get to that in a moment. Machines, we have to craft a chunk loader and an ender core for when we go to the Deep Dark. We're going to do those sort of 3 things at the same time. Ender pouch to ender chest. We have the ME system, so we don't really need to. But the reason why we're going to get these 2 things along with the Deep Dark at the same time is because there is a thing in Age of Insanity, which is successfully fill a 1k by 1k ender core in the Deep Dark. So we're not going to do that right away when we get there, because it's going to require a lot of power and everything. DSU we're not going to worry about. Produce 1 billion we're not going to worry about. A lot of this stuff we don't need to worry about. Get 20 different move fluid tiles. We're on that way. It's just going to be a passage of time for we to do, and we might have to really expand out grass fields to be able to do that. The triple compressed cobble, we're not going to worry about either, because that will take a long time as well. So we won't worry about that. So one of the things I think we need to start with is power. Right now, everything we do is done by magmatic dynamos, which require lava, which require crucibles, which requires cobblestone generators. It's a very aggravated process to go through. Thankfully, we have the stuff now to do things like ender cores besides resident ender cells. Tesseracts we could put anywhere. They're super nice, super easy for transporting stuff. So we're going to have to create 1 or 2 more of them. But I think what we need to do is get into reactors to create an insane amount of power to power things like the ender core and stuff, as well as the Tesseracts can bring materials back and forth through dimensions. It not only carries power, but can also carry things like fluid and items, which are super nice and super good. So I think we're going to worry about reactors right now. So create a passively cooled reactor. So we're going to create a basic one right now, I think, is what we're going to do. So first, because I know we're going to need coal. Coal's a big one that we're going to need because of the fact that here, I just realized that my sound has been turned down because of personal preference when I was off stream, but I'll bring it back on for you guys. So give a little bit of ambience in the background besides just hearing my voice all the time. So just type in coal, and I don't know the recipe. Okay. So we have coal. So let's just type in epic reactors. Thankfully, there's not a whole lot of stuff in this, so it's mainly just making a lot of the same stuff over and over. So we're going to need a yellorium fuel rod, which is tons of iron, which we have a ton of, graphite bars, and yellorium. Graphite is literally just smelting coal. Okay, we'll need reactor casing for it's a 9x9. You start off with a 9x9 and you can go up from there. So we need an access port. We don't need a coolant port. We need access port. Power taps. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So we need 5 out of the 3, 9 plus 9 plus 9, 27. So we need 22 reactor casing, which is as such. We need the controller, just going to take a diamond. The control rod, we need a power tap, and an access port. So, let's just get started getting a bunch of materials. So, the big thing is going to be graphite. So, we're going to need coal. We are just going to take half a stack. Oh, the other thing I did is I made the ultimate furnace. For those of you who don't know what the ultimate furnace is, this thing is stinking amazing. I'll just take one piece of wood. Alright, so 32 coal, alright? This is just one oak plank. Burn time of 300. It doesn't last very long. But watch this. Done. Just like that. It's stinking amazing. Alright, so we have 32 graphite bars to work with for the moment. We have 53 yellowium there. Oh, actually, we actually have some more yellowium backed up when we had our sieving system going. So we will come over here and get that, which is all 2. That system, we could have made it much more efficient, but we really weren't getting much out of it anyways, which is one reason why I turned it off, because we don't need a lot of those materials right now, especially once we get the ender quarry going. So, yellow, right? Makes the ore. We're just going to take out the ore. We have a ton of electrum. Let me just check if I can spell. We're just going to take out all the yellow. We have 19 still in there. I'm going to need another piece of wood. And let's just get smelting all of this. And just like that, yellowium is being smelted. Such a quick rate. There we go. Alright. And iron, we have a lot in there already, so let's just start making things, apparently. Alright, so I think if we just type in reactor, we can make a lot of things. We're going to need fuel rod. Okay. Right now we just need one of those. We'll need a control rod, which, it's made of reactor casing. For right now, we'll just make 8 to make a lot of the other parts first. Come on. Alright, we need one of them. We'll need one controller. We need an access port, which is going to require more casing. 8 more. Oh, we need a piston. Okay. Make like 4 of them for future things, just in case. You know, you can never have too many pistons. Okay. 1 reactor casing. So We have the middle, we have the top of the middle, controller, access port. We need power tap. Okay, that's all of our casings. So we have our 5 non-casing blocks. So now all we need is the reactor casing. So 4, 8, and now we need more graphite, which means we need more coal. Okay. Trying to think of the best way to get coal. Let me actually see. I want to see graphite. Graphite bar. Oh, you can use charcoal. Okay, brilliant plan. We have a ton of wood. So, we are going to do this. We're going to take one of those, and we do no. Can't do that. How do you make charcoal again? It's the actual logs you burn. That's a redstone furnace. Alright, ash cloud. Interesting. Okay. So I'm going about this the wrong way. I actually need these. So we'll just take a stack and we'll do that. We're gonna have to make more coal seeds, which we'll do in a moment. If we can get this reactor going first to create power, that might actually help us. Actually, put all that back in there. Oh shoot, we didn't make it. Made it like halfway. We just need one of you. One of you to put in there. Finish this up. Perfect. Alright. Back over here. Shove that in there. React. Okay. So 12, 20. The entire thing is 27. We have 5, so 22. So we need that much more. So okay. Now we need a place for this. Keep pressing the wrong button. Where are we? I depend so much upon flying now that I can. Where are we going to put the reactor? One of the nice things about big reactors is thankfully they're not dangerous. You don't have to worry about it blowing up, which is really nice. So fix my light source a little bit. So we can literally put it anywhere and it won't blow up. So it's this thing that after a while it's going to get very big. So I've been wondering about, do we put it underneath? I'm trying to remember. I don't know the exact dimensions for the largest reactor you can make. Because it's not infinitesimal. You can't just keep going bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. There's a certain limit. Because originally I was thinking, oh, let's just put it in the obsidian tower, the dark tower, but we might convert that later into the automatic wither killer, so I don't quite know yet. So here, let me look up largest big reactor size on Google. Okay. Max size big reactor design. Okay. Alright, so 32 by 32 by 48. Okay, so let's write that down. I need a pen. We'll use green. 32 by 32 by 48. And that is 48 tall. So it's going to be a tall bugger. Goodness me. Because we basically have four directions. We have sun rises in the east, sets in the west. So actually, I'm facing east, surprisingly. So that we have east, south, west, and north that we can build this, as well as any high or tall. Now, 32 by 32 by 48. Interesting. Ah, hello, Holfler and Duckjuz. How are you guys doing? They're live over on YouTube. It's 48. If I remember correctly, the mob farm, just the column that the mobs fall down in, that is about, it's at least 20. Because I think it's 22 and the mobs automatically kill each other. But they fall down, they lay on the spikes, then they fall. So that's 20 plus about, what is it? 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for the obsidian. 8, 9. We'll say it's 30. I thank you, Duckjuz. So that's 30. Um, so the farm is going to be another 18 tall. It's going to be a hideous thing. Luckily, we can build down, though. So I'm thinking that's what we do, maybe. Should we build it underneath? Of course, 32 by 32 is going to be super, super big, but we don't want this huge eyesore out. And we might want to expand out the grass areas for the move fluid cows at some point, which we have to do. So I'm thinking we build underneath the entire island we've created. So the one problem that we reach is that little dirt platform there is the bottom of the world. I don't know how far, I don't know the height difference, which we can find out. That's alright. F4 is it? F5? No. F3. Oh wait, no. I don't need F3. I just need the map. So it goes 22, 22 to 14. Okay, and we'll go until we're at the bottom of K. That's exactly 48 blocks. So it's possible for us to build it. I have a feeling we're going to need to build it underneath this part, though. We're not going to be able to do it directly underneath there. We're going to have to do it directly underneath the farms for the magical crops and everything, which sucks because we won't be able to put things like growth pulsars underneath there. We could build it out underneath here because there's nothing happening right here. All that's here is the fluid cows. So am I only streaming on YouTube? Yes, currently I only stream on YouTube. I haven't delved into Twitch yet. YouTube seemed like the easiest thing to start with. So yeah, we'll build underneath here. How to start though? I have a feeling that for progress to be best made is we go down all the way down to the bottom, build a platform, build our starting reactor there. We build a starting reactor there, then we can easily build up from there without having to worry about moving the main blocks. Because with the test reactor we can move the power anywhere, so we don't have to worry about that. So, alright. We are going to need then our handy dandy angel block and cobblestone. We'll just build the platform out of cobblestone for the moment. That will just make it easiest. Okay, so we now have to very carefully fall off the edge of the world. Okay. I just realized I may have put my Lost Star Angel block. Shoot. Nope, I have it. Whew, thank goodness for the properties of the Angel block. Hello, Hans Bratwurst. Wonderful name. I love that. Okay, we're also going to need light. One thing I never remember. Okay, good enough. Keep the monsters at bay. Now we need a platform. Of course, I'm not building this like directly where everything will be nice when we do stuff later on. But for right now, it will serve its purpose. Use our very handy dandy builder's wand. Build ourselves a nice squarish platform. Alright. Good enough for government work, like my old co-worker used to say. I do have a cold, which is probably why I do not sound the greatest. But you know, you have to make do with what you have. Do I do song requests? Interesting question. What do you mean by that, Duck? Interesting thing. I do tend to, unfortunately, sing very terribly out of tune on my streams, but, one moment. Don't want you guys listening to that. What was I saying? As for songs that play in the background of my live streams, haven't done that in a while, actually. I did it a while ago. I had some, like, sort of smooth jazz playing. But the whole thing becomes, the issue depending on songs that you do is you have to find the copyright-free ones. That way you don't get flagged on YouTube. That way, the YouTube won't put copyright strike on your video. That way, people like you can't watch it as the rebroadcast, or I don't know if you're streaming it, they'll take it down or not, but that could be a problem too. If you guys request songs or link songs that are copyright free, then sure, I can easily try and get those playing in the background. I do know there are some like copyright free radio stations online you can go to, so if you guys know of any, then go ahead, link those, and I will check them out. But we're gonna get started making our reactor here, which is exactly center. How did I do that? I have no clue. Remember, people, half the stuff I do is just based off of luck. Okay. Fuel rod. Okay. Power tap. I'll have coming out of there. access port will have that side, followed by the controller. Now, everything goes right. Oops. All we have to do is encase everything. And, there we go. It's a very odd texture for the sides of it. I don't remember it being that way. Now, the reactor is completed. It's a multi-block structure, so it doesn't work until everything's all nice. And of course, we don't have anything going in it. So that will require a ton of yellowium. God, I'm tripping over my own tongue today. Which will come into here through the access port. The yellowium will go in there. And the waste, which will be cyanite, not cyanide with T, cyanite with T, will come out, which can, I believe, then be processed through, turned either back into yellowium or something else that may have a purple color to it. So this power tap is, is what we are going to need to get the power out, which will have connected to a tesseract. So that is what we have there. The yellowium, the control rod. I'm trying to remember, increase insertion by 10. I can never remember exactly how far you need the control rods in, because some of them will produce more power, some of them produce more heat, and because right now this is passively cooled, we have no cooling agents coming in here right now, or around it. Is this passive? Yeah, this is passive because it's cooled off by itself. An actively cooled one either requires, I think, liquid around it, or that might be passive, or the cooling port. Can't remember. I'll have to do research on that. But right now we have the very basics. So now we need yellowium to put in to power it, a tesseract to get the power out. So we may also want to put some ender travel anchors to make it easier to get down there. We can fly, which is easy. I built out a nice platform, but it's always nice to make things easier on yourself, especially with all the mods here in Sky Factory. It is so nice, so helpful. So, yes. Tesseract, that's what we need to do. So let's get on that. Okay. Need the Tesseract first. Okay. We need fused quartz, hardened glass. Okay. Fused quartz. Alright, we can do that. And then we need the endurium. Thankfully we have a diamond. Otherwise we would not be in good shape. Endurium 8. That's diamond. This is the endurium. Oh, it's because I goofed like an idiot and didn't have that going. Okay. Oh shit. Alright. So, okay. All I needed was the one extra essence. So, that way, sure, one moment. Let's see. What? Let me see about it. you guys hear that?
Our mighty republics will ever endure. The great Soviet Union will live through the ages. The dream of a people, their fortress secured. Long live our Soviet motherland, built by the people's mighty hand. Long live our people, united and free, strong in our friendship, tried by fire. Long may our crimson flag inspire, shining in glory for all men to see. Through days dark and stormy, while great Lenin led us, our eyes saw the bright sun of freedom above, and Stalin our
so we need more.
with
Let's look up how to make that.
inspired us to build the land that we love. We fought for the future, destroyed the invader, and brought to our homeland the laurels of fame. Our glory will live in the memory of nations, and all generations will honor her name. Long live our
I think you go in the multi-game route is going to be quickest for us right now.
By the people's mighty hand. Long live our people,
shiny,
united and free,
silver.
Strong in a friendship tried by fire. Long may our crimson flag inspire, shining in glory for all men to see.
That would take some of our shiny, not all of it. Just in case. Tin, platinum, silver. Let's get some more of that, just in case. Well, it's tin.
Long live our Soviet motherland.
Actually, let's get Tinker's Construct, because that might actually be better. Okay.
United and free, strong in a friendship tried by fire.
How did you guys find this? This theme is very, very catchy. I can sort of understand it. Some of it I can't really hear too well, but that's oh shoot, I'm gonna have to go over and stop it before it plays the next video. Let's check it out. That link didn't seem to bring me anywhere, Duck. Is the channel called Christian Defense 1? Christian Defense 1? Because that might make it a little easier to look up too, just in case. Fill the smeltery up with more lava. Oops. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Just fill it up with all of that. Okay. All of that is going to be very nice. And thankfully, Neanderthals are smelting. Alright. So... Okay. Let's see. Smelted to make our wonderful interior. Make our reactor. So what better way instead of messing around with yellow oil, which is basically plutonium. I don't think there was actual plutonium in here. Give me this. That's big. Ludus, right? That is what you get. Oh, plutonium. That's what you get. Cook the cyanide. That makes the plutonium. There's also the beef-tronic diagnostic, which is weird, but we don't actually need it. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. How much interior? 28. Do I like Muslims? Not really sure. I can't say I've met one before. If you ask me, like, do I believe in their religion? No, I am a Christian, but, I mean, I don't have, like, a deep hatred. 28, is that divisible by 9? No, it's not by 1, but that's fine. It's 28 ingots, we should be able to get decently far with, whatever it's called. The Tesseract, that's what we're making. Alright, then we get the 1 ingot. And we're in business, boys. Alright. Actually. The Imperium there. Test. I did get this puppy back out. Hook it up to our bank of machines. Alright. And now suddenly I'm flying. Oh, okay. Okay, hook that up there. And boop, 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 boop. Doo-dee-doo. Going down the hallway. What? Pure nether quartz crystal. Interesting. This is what I'm supposed to put it in, right? The alloy smelter? Oh, nope. It's not the alloy smelter. What am I doing wrong? Fused quartz. Alloy smelter. Yeah. Nether quartz into here. Why am I getting pure nether quartz crystal? That makes no sense. Can I sing? Sure. Probably not very well. Here, let's try. Try what happens if I do that. If I put 4 in at a time. Ah, there we go. Alright. We have to do it in sets of 4. Okay. So split that in half. And that goes there. 2 to there. Okay. Alright. There we go. Now we have it going. Awesome. That's good. Okay. I have no clue on what I use these pure nether quartz crystals for. They're applied energistics, but don't know what they're for, so they're trash. Throw them on the edge of the world. We don't want them. No. We don't want your pure nether quartz crystal. Is 4 glass going to be enough? Yeah, because we only need 2 more for the tesseract. This is taking so very, very long. Come on. I guess there could be a capacitor and make it go faster, but we don't use it enough to use it all. We don't use it very much at all. Do you stand with Harvey Weinstein? Ah! He is the, guy for, what is it, the Weinstein Company? Which is the, movie making thing, and there's the whole allegations against him. Do I stand behind him? I can't say for sure. I haven't looked into it enough. My first reaction to it is it looks a lot like the whole Bill Cosby thing, where Bill Cosby was being was having all those allegations brought against him, and people just kept coming out, and it was one of those things to where it started to become a little unbelievable of how big it had gotten. And with the Weinstein thing, it looked like from the beginning it might be an issue. But the more I kept seeing people coming out saying, "Oh, I was with this problem" or whatever, it just becomes more and more unbelievable. That's one of the things that I have a problem with Hollywood is things start to get out of hand very quickly, and you don't really know how much of it is true and how much of it's like, "Oh, free publicity, I'm just gonna say this," or people are gonna say, "Oh, I'm his friend," or I don't know. I would have to fluid transposer. I would have to actually look into it a little bit to. No, I know some of the allegations against him, but I don't know if all of them are fully believable. I haven't gone in depth to it yet, partially because I don't know if it will change a whole lot of things. Sure, it might affect some movies, but I just see it a lot like the whole Bill Cosby thing all over again. And even then, I don't even know how that ended. Has it ended? I don't know. We need the fluid transposer. Let's get this going as well. So, do I stand with him? I don't know. I mean, and that's the other thing too. Is from what I've been able to see and tell, is a lot of it is about things that happened sometime in like the early 2000s. 2004 is it? That a lot of them are being brought up against him. So, shoot, I need the other one. I need the magma thing. Magma crucible. Thank you. Um, that's my big thing with a lot of this stuff. It's like it's all about stuff in the past, and I don't remember all the stuff about like statute or limitations or whatever of how long things can be since they happened or how long trials or whatever last. I can't remember it off the top of my head. So I don't know if I could really say that it makes sense for them to be doing it now. It just, why wait so long to bring all of this stuff about him back up? It's it sort of it doesn't seem quite right. Like maybe if some of the allegations against him, I need to look up how much I need. Um, how much is actually being? Oh, I only need that much. Okay. Like how much of this um is happening now that is part of the allegations for him? But if it's all of it's from a long time ago, then it's like, why bring it up now? Do I believe in life after death? Um, it depends on what you mean by life after death. Do you mean it as, um, when you die, you go to some other place, like an afterlife thing of like heaven or hell? Some people might say purgatory, things like that, nirvana, depending on the religion. You mean life and death after that, or something like reincarnation, like in I believe it's Taoism, in more of the Asian culture, where um, depending on the life that you've lived and what you've done, you come back to life as somebody else. You're born literally again, and you lead a supposedly better or worse life from the one you lived, depending on what you did. As a Christian, I do believe in heaven, so I believe there is um, life for us in a better place after death, if that's what you're asking. No clue why I have to surround this in. So, life after death, I guess it sort of depends on what you um, like reincarnation. That I don't fully believe in. I think it's a definitely interesting thought and idea. Um, I don't really see. That's the big thing with things like the whole life after death in almost any scenario is how do you get proof? Um, I mean, I guess it's a possibility. Given things like the concepts of eternity, things of like going to heaven and having a new earth, after things like the apocalypse or whatever, to maybe it's a thing. Maybe you come back as an animal or something like that. It's interesting to think about. Um, I myself don't fully believe in I don't believe in reincarnation. But it's interesting, and I could see where some people might get the idea for it, and depending on your religion, it might not actually seem all that bad either. Um, am I completely against it? Like, I fully would demolish somebody's opinion of it? No. It's their own right and for their religion. But do I fully believe that when I die I'll be coming back as somebody else? No. Do you think Hitler could be forgiven for his crimes? No. One moment. Let me look to see what I need here. Bronze and silver. Okay. Let me get that going here. Well, thank you, Duck. I don't know if I would consider myself as fully intelligent. I guess it sort of just depends on how you view things, and it's good to take a lot of considerations, either point of views or facts or opinions into consideration, however true or untrue they may be. Simply because, number one, you don't really want to just piss a whole bunch of people off. You don't want to make them angry at you just because you're not so much unintelligent, but you're unacknowledgeable of things. Like, if something is evidently there and you don't acknowledge it, then you sort of have a right for people to be mad at you. But, cannot spell. My keyboard is very slow. Um, I guess intelligence goes as far as understanding what you know. Like, you could easily read a dictionary or, say, read a, a book by Poe. Any sort of story, say, Arthur Gordon Pym, for example. So you could read that and you may be the foremost expert on it, but at the end of the day, depending on your critique and everything, it's all just opinions, and it depends on your how you frame it, how you view it is a frame upon the work, which isn't the same as other critics. It all depends on what you've taken into consideration for that. Where I think that's what intelligence is. You can learn as much as you want, but until you put it in a frame of reference, it doesn't really become intelligence or inintelligence. It sort of just because it's a state of mind, I think. A state of mind or acquired knowledge. And intelligence is the application of knowledge. I don't know if any of that made sense. A lot of this I'm just thinking of on the spot, not because I'm just wanting to give you an answer, but sort of because that's sort of what's going through my mind and thinking about it. And also, I'm giving more time to um, think about Holfleur. I don't know if I'm actually saying that right. Holfleur, a very interesting username you have about his. Do you think Hitler could be forgiven for his crimes? I guess it depends on who you ask. Who you ask in what view? Do you mean by a judicial standpoint of the actual crimes themselves that were committed? Um, could be forgiven for his crimes as him as a person, for why he did it, his reasons behind it. Religiously, do you forgive him? Things like that. Like, do you believe that everybody deserves a second chance? There's a lot of different things to think about it. Am I at uni? Yes, I am currently at university. I am at the University of South Dakota in Vermillion, South Dakota. Which, oh, wait a minute. What's wrong here? Oh, is it full? It's full. The entire thing is full. Alright. Alright, we're going to take a break from the Tesseract for one moment to actually just get the system going because it's like at the fullest capacity it can be. So, what I need to fix my botchery that I did is 1, 2, these are all connected. Why can't I move? That's weird. 1, 2, everything's good over here. I just need 2 repeaters to get this going. What am I studying for? I'm studying for a major in English-creative writing. It's a specific English degree, which really, when you think about it, doesn't equivalent to a whole lot. It's basically just a fancy name for an English degree because I just took certain classes. Repeaters. I do have them. And I actually enjoy it. One of the nice things about English is, number one, it's not math focused, even though I do love math. I don't have to take a ton of math classes. I've just had to take the one for the general education credit, or the Gen Ed, as it's called. Hold on for one moment, I'll keep answering your question. I just want to make sure everything is going to work before I have this automatically set to run. Okay, output there. That goes to there, into there. Okay. Let me get a redstone torch, as well as a piece of redstone. And we are going to activate this. And then I will continue your question. Okay, actually we're going to do it right here. Okay, so break that. Break. Okay. So we're gonna first just let this go all the way around first to make sure the circuit is good, and then I'll place the extra redstone by the actual droppers so that it can do its thing. I just want to make sure it can go around in a complete loop first. Okay. And it looks like we are good. It does have 2 repeaters on. I would have liked it if it's just 1, but that shouldn't change the timing up too much. Maybe by a second. So now we should be able to. Oh shoot! I'm missing 1 redstone. Oh, just a moment, guys. And if this works, this will be amazing. Shoot, and we just missed it. Okay. So all of this is hooked up. If you weren't here before, what this is going to do is all of this redstone is going to be dropped from these droppers once the signal comes around, once every about 30 seconds. It'll drop down into lava. It'll then turn these lava in these stone bales into netherrack. Netherrack will be pumped down to the pulverizer, making crushed netherrack. Crushed netherrack can be sieved for certain rare ores in this mod pack, so that we could get those and make some of the best metals in the game. So I'm sort of just hopping up and down, waiting for the signal to come by. That way we can see it work. Alright. They didn't drop. What? They didn't drop. That's interesting. Why didn't they drop? Okay. Okay. I think I know the issue, and I think it can be solved. Maybe. Depends on what's underneath those cobblestone. Oh. Okay. Alright, so I have to fix something. So, to go back to your question, we're studying for English creative writing. I actually also have to have a minor, which is social media marketing, which just basically means I take classes about things like Facebook and stuff, what to post for companies, things like that. It's not overly fancy. What do I wish to become? Well, sort of depends. Like, my ultimate, like, end game, like, #1 thing I would love to be is, I wouldn't mind being an author, because that's something I'm really passionate about, is writing. And if you actually go over to my blog, which is Lego MacGyver, you can see a lot of my writing stuff there and some of the things I'm working on and whatnot. I guess like the super end game, like what I would love to become more than anything else in the world, is actually a worker for Lego. I don't know what I would be for them, or really like how I would become somebody for them, but sort of anything to do with Lego I would just love to do, because it's one of my lifelong passions that I love to do, is to build with Lego, and anything that I can do there for the company, whether I'm helping to create ideas for the sets, or yeah, just like creating the packaging or pretty much anything, I would love to be able to do because it's just something I love doing and probably something I'm maybe more passionate about than um, writing. But it's not really something you could just go to college like, I want to be a person for Lego, and they'll be like, okay, take this degree. It's pretty much, especially from what I've seen, there's really like no degree in what they look at. They just look like for people who are passionate about their product, who try and reach out to them and sort of have qualities that they're looking for depending on different things. Yeah, like making Lego games would be something cool, but I would maybe have to take like computer graphics classes or something. Um, so it's one of these like back of the mind dreams I have that right now, like, first off, for anybody thinking of becoming an author, the, I'm not saying that you shouldn't like give up your hopes on it, but don't have that as what you're going to rely your entire life on. Just because you're only going to get paid as much as people are buying the books, however good it is, and everything, to where you're going to need another job on the side. Which for me, my dream side job would be being a librarian, which I was for many years and enjoyed doing deals with books as well. One moment, I just want to make sure this works. Okay, I might know the problem with this, which I will fix. But where was I going with what I was talking about? Yeah, Lego is sort of like once I'm in a good spot in life of all of my other jobs and stuff and getting income for um, wherever I am at in life, whether I have an actual full-fledged family or not, or stuff like that, then maybe I can try and pursue something at Lego. But right now, it's not really something in the pipeline for me. It's definitely a dream, but it's not a very active one. Just because there's a lot more I can do to make myself stable in life. Alright. We are alright. So basically, what I'm doing now is I'm actually going to drop the droppers here. Bit of a pun there. I'm actually going to drop them all down one because I think one of my problems is that they're not dropping because I think the redstone signal can't be right to the side. Actually, it has to be like next to them, but on top, I think. So I'm actually going to drop them down one block and see if that will work. Alright, oh, I did grab that. It didn't go in the lava. I want to try this a moment. Shoot. That's what I was afraid was going to happen. Okay, let's see if I can get this positioned just right. I mean, I don't think like people have to read books. I think books are definitely a nice thing. It sort of depends on the books too, whether you're reading fiction or nonfiction, and what you sort of like and how available it is for you. Let's put some redstone in there and see if this works a moment. I do want to answer your question, but I'm trying to get focused on this because this could be very helpful. Wait for the signal to come around. Lights it up. Nothing drops. Okay, that's that. Let's see if that works. Redstone's a very funny thing and very finicky in Minecraft to try and get right. Hoping these droppers are what I need to get this system to work. Yes! It worked. Did this one work? It did. They didn't go in though. Alright, try to come back around. So the end two are working. It's the middle one. Okay. And I think I can fix that. And I think all I need is... Oh! Alright. They're working. Sort of. Okay. I can work with this. Alright, I think I might just need some covers, some plates. Okay. We're gonna do this. Alright. I'm gonna be on like 4 seconds to grab myself a water moment to get. So just 1 moment. Sorry about that. It is really warm in my room here at university. And I think it's because I think the building may have turned the heaters on. And so I think the system is pumping hot air through all of the cooling systems more than actual cold air, which is making our room a lot hotter than what we have it set to be, which sucks. And so that's why I have to make sure I drink lots of water, which is always good for anybody, regardless if you're hot or cold. So drink lots of water, and I also have a little fan next to me going on its lower setting, because otherwise, if I had it at its full setting, you'd probably be hearing it, and it'd be quite annoying. So I'm saving you guys all of that trouble. Okay. So Redstone system, it's so close. So yeah, books are good. Depends on the genre and the type of book, whether fiction, nonfiction, what you're interested in. As well as like a lot of the times for like when I'm writing a short story or whatever, I actually watch movies and read books for like research. Water is sacred. Saw. Going to need our saw, and we're just going to use. I'll use cobble. Then can make this into panels. Make that the covers. Hopefully, we can use these to sort of funnel down the redstone in. To hopefully have that work. Okay. My inventory management is always such a disastrous thing to watch. Okay. I've now realized something. Me. I'm actually going to put this dropper back up because I think I fixed the problem with them not dropping in the first place. If I put it back up, I think it'll actually help out a little bit with putting the covers down, which right here. thinking of how to do this. So I don't know if the redstone immediately drops out from the quote-unquote hole on it, or if it drops out within that block. So if I put the covers, these sort of covers, around the inside of it, like you can sort of see grayed out there. If it falls down that exact hole, will it go down? Or will it see that as being in that block and it will push it outside of it? In which case I can go underneath this other one to help push it underneath. Um, I know, I barely understand what I'm doing to Duck. We're it at this point with what I'm trying to do with this crazy contraption is trial and error almost. Okay. Shoot, I forgot to hold shift. Okay. Alright. Let's see if this will work out at all. Probably not, like a lot of things, but you know what they say, give it the old college try. Um, okay. Um, okay. Right now, we're just going to do that. Okay. Connect this back up. See if it works. But we have to wait for that signal to come all the way back around from who knows where. Come on. Ah, there it is. Okay. Alright. Obviously, my system isn't working. So I will come back to it at a later date. Alright? No need to try and keep ramming our heads into this problem. I'll come back to it later. What were we doing before this, though? It's probably the better question to ask. I have a tesseract. Okay, so what I believe we were doing is we were going to hook up and get the reactor going. Because what better way to go about our day than messing with radiation, which really we aren't because it's super safe. How much yellowium? 163. Okay. I actually don't know how much power it puts out. See, one of the reasons why I was cautious putting the reactor underneath here is of wanting to put growth pulsars underneath the magical crop farm for the yellowium to make the yellowium grow faster. But I believe for the growth pulsars we need a crap ton of diamonds. I think is what it needs. Possibly. Any more? Yes, beautiful. So let's just make more yellowium like such. Okay. Alright. And we'll just put these blocks in here. Okay. Because I don't know how long a single thing of yellowium lasts. I do know the reactor will store power. I also believe the tesseract stores power. I'm just trying to think. energy. Um, energy cell. Okay. This holds 2 million. Resonant, 80 million. Hardened, Sledstone, hardened. Hardened's the 2. This is the 20. The resonant holds 80. How often do I stream? Well, that's an interesting question. It used to be the past 2 semesters of school. It was about every other Saturday. Every Saturday or every other. Because what I used to do is I used to go back and forth between doing Minecraft Sky Factory, as well as also doing my little podcast I do called the Chitty Chat Cast, which covers a complete range of a lot of things. But since I've come back to university, my living arrangement's a bit differently. Last semester, past 2 semesters, I had like my own little room where my roommate wasn't, to where I could stream and I wouldn't be bothering him. This semester, I wasn't able to get the same sort of living because of um, my year and because of availability. And because there's this weird thing with me having transferred here that the university keeps screwing up. So, fortunately, I do have a roommate who is in the same room as me. He's not here this weekend, so I'm not bothering him. So, the streams sort of vary between when he's here and when he's comfortable, as well as when I'm able to, as well as having the program work. Not so much the Minecraft, but the streaming program. And I was having a ton of issues with that before this week, to where I could only stream for about 9 to 15 minutes before the program would just stop working. So I was having problems with that, so where I wasn't streaming like at all. And when I'm home for the summer, I'm working a lot, so I wasn't able to stream. So right now, streams are pretty much whenever I have free time, and I usually only give like a couple days to a couple hours notice because sometimes that's all I have. It depends on what homework I have, if I'm going home or not for the weekend, if my roommate's here, um, as well as what the stream will be. I would love to do it a lot more, but because of my homework load this semester, um, and because of a whole load of other variables, it's not very often. Normally, if you're subscribed to the channel, um, especially if you click the bell, the notification thing, you'll definitely be notified whenever I stream. It'll say, "Hey, I've gone live." Otherwise, if I schedule something for a couple days in advance, it should bring up a thumbnail saying, "Hey, I'm going live at such time at such a date." I know a lot of streamers have that. So there's that to know when I'm streaming. On Facebook, I post out when I'm going to be going live. I usually give about at least I usually try to do about an hour or half an hour, and then about a 5 minute post before I start live streaming. And even then, it's about 5 minutes when I start going live before I actually start doing anything um, worthwhile, just to make sure things are working on all ends. So yeah, but when I do stream, I do try and stream for. My podcast runs about an hour and a half to 2 hours usually, and when I do Minecraft, it's at least 2 to 3 hours, somewhere in there, just to make sure I have a lot of progress done. And I find that it's really fun. You can really sort of get sucked into um, this mod pack. So, yeah, as to when my next stream is going to be, I don't know for sure. It's probably going to be a podcast stream, as then sometime after that, more Minecraft. It just depends when I'm open and yeah. Yeah, that is how life is. You can't always get what you want, but every once in a while you find some time. So, but the nice thing is though is even if you can't catch the stream, all of my streams are re-uploaded to YouTube within 24 hours afterwards. and it's completely uncut. It's everything you see here that you can see later. Granted, there's no live chat in there, but you can still comment down below, and I'll get to them whenever I have free time later once you've commented. So there is that. So even if people miss the live stream, they can still see it within a day afterwards, which is really awesome. All right. Let me think for just a moment here about energy. Because right now we have the redstone energy cells, which hold 20. These resident ones hold 80 million. Okay. Let me look at a tesseract. Okay. Unified point in spacetime can transfer items, fluids, and RF. Okay. So it doesn't hold RF that I know of. Do I have a stream account? No, everything just runs through my one channel, Lego MacGyver. So all my regular videos that I upload, such as today, I posted the latest episode in the Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy series, in which I finished episode 1 of the game, which is really, really good. And I recorded all of episode 2 of the game last night, which was a roller coaster of emotions. But everything just runs through this channel. All my regular content, as well as all of the streams that I do. So, yeah, I like to just make it nice and easy. That way people don't have to go all over the place, which is sort of nice for some people. I know like Captain Sparkles, he had his normal channel, then he had his second one for Steam, not stream. Sorry. I have been having troubles with reading and speaking today. Do I have a Steam account? I do. And I actually have to look it up. I don't know if it's... I'm pretty sure it is actually Lego MacGyver. All lowercase, under... Yeah, no space either. So yeah, I believe it is Lego MacGyver. I'll check right now for you guys, just to make sure, because it might be under one other name that I don't think it is. But there's a possibility that I may have made the account under that name. So let me bring it up here. I should know it because I've been playing a lot of Shell Shock Live lately. So yes, well that's coming up. Yeah, I do use Steam, which it's so very, very nice for a lot of things. I'm glad it's a thing. Okay, let me see. Bum bum bum. Yep, it is Lego MacGyver. Actually all uppercase. Lego space MacGyver. So yes, that is my Steam account. So yes, I don't have a whole lot of Steam games. A lot of them are basically ones that you see on my channel. So right now it's Guardians of the Galaxy, Lego Star Wars. I was playing Lego Avengers for a while, but my Star Wars I like playing a lot more. So that's why there's a lot more there. And I have some other games too to hopefully play in the future that I play outside for fun. So I'm just thinking through here. Because with the reactor, it makes power through itself. It creates power. And because in the end, we don't want any of that power to go to waste. So we need to store it. The Tesseract really isn't something that stores all that energy. That, from what I can tell. Hey! Just got that Steam notification from you. I'll accept it back. Because we don't want to use it because we're putting in resources. We don't want to not get all of what we can out. So we need to store it, and these resonant ender cells are the highest ones I can store. So I think we're going to need to make some of these to put onto the reactor, and then the tesseract onto the energy cell to draw power out. That way, when we aren't drawing power directly from the reactor, it's storing it in the energy cell, and we're not losing it. I think is what we're going to want to do with that. Alright. Okay. So then, we are going to need to resident energy cell. Okay. Alright, we need to make one of these. Okay. We should be able to do this. Awesome. I have to find it first. Hey, we still have diamonds somehow. I have no clue how we still have diamonds. Resonant. Okay. Oh, this is like not all that hard to make. Okay. Oh. Oh, whew. I can just put redstone in it. Oh gosh. Got scared for a moment there. Take some of these, and we have to go back upstairs. Okay. So, I have no clue how much I need. I can never remember the conversion. Put that there. Awesome. Actually, I don't know how easy it's going to fill up 80 million RF. I'm going to create 2. Actually going to create 2. Dang it. I need me quartz. I need me quartz glass, Lord. Oh, I know. I need me quartz. Need the quartz glass to make the redstone energy cell. Also, if this is your first time coming to my channel, you should know that I do some what could probably only be identified as really terrible accents and impressions. So, be advised for that. As well as every once in a while my awful singing, which I say is awful. I don't know how other people view it. Okay. I don't know how many I could do. I suppose I'm just sort of filling her up. Okay. Alright. Awesome. Ooh. Oh. Now stretch that out. Alright. That's going. So. While that is going. Let's check on this. Hasn't it gone yet? Needs more redstone. Just put a whole bunch in there. So much redstone, it doesn't really matter if we waste a little bit. Okay. Alright. We have 7, which is at least enough to continue what we were doing. Goodness me. I tell you what, late game in this game, whew. It's one of those interesting things. Early on in the game, there's a lot of grinding to do. And then late game is there's not so much grinding for materials as just grinding of getting materials to make materials from actual materials. It's interesting, but it's fun. It's really fun. Alright. Got a second one. I'm wondering if all that mooing is from my moo fluid cows. Goodness me, they are loud. Okay, that's still going, which is fine. Hey, I have enough. Awesome. Oh. Alright. Some progress is being made. Very slowly, but progress nonetheless. Okay, 2 of them. Now, before, like a complete dunce, we just immediately go ahead and plot these onto the reactor. We need to be smart, and we actually have to finish them, which I always forget to do. We have to put them back into the system, and you actually have to build more stuff around them. What don't I need? What don't I have now? Lead. I have plenty of lead. Where's my lead? Oh, I just don't have any ingots out. Boop! Alright, there. Raison it. What's this? Okay. I don't know if I made 2 or not. So then... Boop. Awesome. 2 of them. Woo! Alright. Now... Now to think of how to do this. Let's go look at our reactor a moment. Okay. So what I'm thinking is, how do we pipe it out? Alright. In and of itself, it can hold 10 million RF. That is correct. Yes. Energy buffer. It can hold 10 million RF. So, besides our 80 million, 80 plus 80 is 160. So we have 190 RF that we can have stored, which is a hell of a lot of power. So we should be good there. It's just, how do we put these onto the side? So we just simply put it right next to it, and we double it up, or do we actually have to have a power cord come out a couple and then into both of these? So I wonder if I can just do that. Why is this one red? I don't know. Interesting. So I want to know is if which one it will fill up first. Oh, I see. Okay, I understand it now. I want to know if it'll fill up one first and then the other, if it'll go to the farthest and then the closest, or if it won't even fill up the second one at all. So I guess the only way to find out is to actually put some Yellorium in it and find out. So let's do that. Actually, we're going to, if I can fly, thank you. I'm actually going to do this the smart way, though. I say smart way. Maybe it's not, but it seems like the logical slash tactical. Maybe it's not even tactical or logical. Could be, might either be anything at all. Might just be slightly more convenient. What we're going to do is we're going to take our Yellorium. We're actually going to make it into blocks. It's because we'll just do 3 for now. Is nice thing with reactors, it recognizes the difference between a Yellorium ingot and a Yellorium block. It recognizes that the block is so many of the actual ingots. So therefore, you can have more in the reactor by putting, quote unquote, less in. By less, basically less blocks. Alright. Inlet mode, okay. So if we activate reactor online, should be going in. Oh, I think maybe I know why. Do I actually have to put it in? I think that might be it. No. Where did I goof? I done goofed! Oh no. Maybe I can't do Yellorium blocks with such a small reactor. Maybe I'll try to be too efficient here. Alright. Oh, hey. Okay. Hey! We have reactor. We have power. I don't know if it's nuclear power or whatever, but we have power. So, okay, so none of it is currently being stored in the reactor. That is good, which means it's going out to, drinking goat milk. Interesting. Can't say I've ever had goat milk. Alright, casting heat, core heat. Okay, that's fine. Alright. So, the moment of truth. Which one is it filling up? Not that one. Okay, it's filling up this one. Okay? That's good. It's a good thing to start. Core heat. Heat of the reactor casing. High heat raises energy output and coolant conversion. Heat of the reactor's fuel. High heat raises fuel usage. Okay. So the core heat is what we want down. But with such a small reactor, we can't mess with that. Core heat is transferred to the casing. Transfer rate is based on the design. Okay, yes. So right now, fuel burn-up rate. The rate which fuel is fissioned into waste in the core. That doesn't... What is my mouse? It is actually, like, really pathetic. I don't know if it's really pathetic. It's a wireless mouse. This is my mouse. I can't tell from how far away my... Here, let me do one thing. This is my mouse. It's nothing fancy at all. In fact, it is a Microsoft mouse, wireless mouse 500. In which case, the way it is used is by this USB thing that fits into the back. Is I just plug this into my computer, and ta-da! It works. It's nothing fancy. It's not a Razer mouse that I spent tons of stuff. I literally got this for $12 or something. My dad was at a conference like, hey, would you want a wireless mouse? It's like, they have a whole bunch of these here. It's like, all right, I'll just take this one. But it's nice because these little gray things on the side are actual buttons that you can put shortcuts to. So mine is for copy and paste. It's very simple things to like copy a URL and then with one button paste it to the other one. Just simple instead of having to right click on everything. So it's nothing fancy at all. So Reactor is passively cooled. Alright. General outputs from the Helix core. Okay. Alright. So this is going and it's just about to reach 1 million. Okay. How much has it used? 2.6%. Which is, yeah, not even 1 ingot. So, okay. So this is making 233 RF per tick. Am I on a laptop? Yes, I am. I am on a Asus laptop with a touchscreen. Currently, my touch thing isn't working at the moment. I think I accidentally turned off a setting. Yeah, everything is run off of an Asus laptop, as well as an external Dell monitor. That way, I have two screens to work off of. The webcam is just the webcam built into the laptop, so it's nothing super good. Um, even my laptop might not even be the best. See, so energy output 207. Interesting. Okay. If I do it to 30, it goes down. Okay. One moment. I'm just playing around with this fuel rod to see how far in is best for it. Can I hold up my laptop so we can see it? Fortunately, no, simply because my laptop has the webcam on it, so I can't show itself because it has itself. Oh, I used to know how. I did this once. Trying to figure out how to best do this. I don't really have a mirror on me to do it, so let me see if I can't do something funky with my mouse, with my phone. Here. I'll actually pause this a second. Come over here and very, very blurry. That is my laptop. I can't tell you exactly what sort of laptop it is, besides that it's Asus, uh, with a fully one. I don't know if it's a 360, but the screen can, from its forward position, go all the way onto its back. It's also touchscreen. So yeah, I don't know its exact model. I know it's Asus, and it's one of its, I think, sort of like base models for laptop. I I don't know exactly what it is, and it's really hard for me to show exactly its make and model. Let me think about this. Yeah, there's really no easy way for me to show it off. Um, it's a PC, yeah, only because God no, am I using a Mac as much as some people say how good they are. The keyboard drives me insane with its button placement. It's awful. I can't stand it. Its mouse drives me bonkers. The fact that you can't really do much with them. That I don't like how they click, and I hate its little scrolly candy dot on it. It's I'm not a fan of Mac. I'm definitely a PC guy. Yeah, I don't know if it's a powerful one or not. So you might be right in saying it's a weak PC. It's definitely no gaming laptop. It might have been considered a gaming laptop back when I got it 5 years ago, 4 years ago. Um, it's definitely not like the state of the art brand new thing you can go get. So I'm definitely sure there's better things out here. It's definitely not like a Razer or an Alienware or an actual like full on PC computer with um a modem with great graphic cards that cost thousands of dollars. It's a general all-purpose laptop basically that I run things off of, which at times can barely run my setup of having the YouTube chat thing going on, as well as the program going, as well as Minecraft going on. So sometimes I really push it to its limits streaming, especially the Minecraft. Other days, like today, it works without a hitch, which the main worry is always the program that I use to stream. Everything else can usually be handled fine. So, okay. Well, this is doing well for right now. I'm actually just going to fill it full of yellorium. And yeah, it's just going to store power for us. Awesome. Woo! One thing done. We did one thing completely successful today. Which, we almost... I have to look into my whole redstone system down there for creating the netherrack. I may have to completely refine it. Which is going to suck for me. But thankfully you guys won't see it because I'll do it off camera. Because it could take hours to try and get right. So, one of the things why we wanted the reactor is to get power. And we wanted that for doing a couple of things in the achievement book. Is create a passively cooled reactor. Woo! Check something off for once. It's been a long time since we've checked something off. Passive cooled reactor. Okay. And it's nowhere near generating 1000 RF per tick. But we want it to... So we're going to need a chunk loader and an ender coil. We need these when we go to the deep dark. So let's just see what enormous amount of materials we need for chunk loader. That's going to be the thing we need more importantly. Because we could put an ender coil into the deep dark. We can do that. But if we're not staying in the deep dark, it's not continuously running. So we need the chunk loader to keep those chunks in there running while we're in the overworld. So we need like next to nothing. Wonderful! My job making that is easy for us. What headset? This is a Razer headset. As to its exact model, I don't know. I would have to ask my brother because originally it was his before he got the really nice wireless ones. This one has a cord on it. As well as the nice thing is the mic, it goes into the headset, so it can only be put away, which I don't know if it makes any sound, but that it does. It can do that, which is really nice. It has control on the actual wire for making volume go up and down, which is super nice as well. They're also really good at noise cancellation and have excellent bass. I would definitely recommend these. I don't know how much they cost. If I had to guess, being Razer, probably starting price somewhere around $50, going all the way up to like 120 maybe for this pair. But depending on what they have, you may have to spend like $300. I don't know. I would have to ask my brother their exact model. He would definitely know. Um, Otherwise, you could, I think, easily just as easy look them up on the Razer website. Um, so that's chunk loader. Um, the other thing we need is the Ender Quarry and all the vast things that come with it. Ender Overseer, Sterling General. I don't know what it looks like. Ender Quarry. What? That's the Ender Quarry. Really? Quartz, Ender Quarry. Alright, yeah, this is the Ender Core we have to make. Ender Core upgrade. Holy freaking moly, that's a lot of stuff. Alright, Ender Core. Apparently we need a sapling. Okay. Ender infused obsidian. Okay, that's not that hard. We need an endothermic pump. Oh my. Ender infused obsidian and that stuff. Okay, we need 2 of them. Ender cores. Okay, more ender infused obsidian. And magical wood. Whew. Glad I've been keeping those enchanted books, because they're all going to go bye-bye. And a diamond etched computational matrix. I burnt quartz. Oh, and a diamond pickaxe, which is probably the simplest thing to make out of this, besides the sapling. Okay. Okay. Ender quarry. Huh. Yeah. This is going to be fun. Let me just look at chat while I mull this over. Make a double chin on the webcam? Oh, okay. I think I know what you're saying. Yeah. Let me come over here. Are you talking about this sort of thing? Oh. Ooh, sorry about that. Oh, I've never really been good at that. Okay. Alright. And, quarry. Alright. Do funny things with the webcam. Well, I don't exactly know what you mean by funny things, but if you want, I can move it around as much as I want. If I want to. Here. I can spin myself around if I want to. Set myself back and forth. So like I'm doing my own little dance without actually moving. Oh shoot, I have to flip that back one more time. That's probably about all I can really do to do fun things with the webcam. The program I use isn't all that advanced in doing stuff. I know there are some programs that are that you can use with Twitch where you can do a lot more fun stuff too. You can have like an echo effect of your webcam when it moves around. I don't have that. At least I don't think so, especially using all of the free versions of stuff. So let's start with this crazy monstrosity. Alright, we're gonna need lots of diamonds. How are we doing in that department? I have one! One diamond, ladies and gentlemen. This is not gonna bode well, when I know for sure we need at least 7. How is this doing? 26. Alright, well I think I only get 1 per thing. So I'm only holding like 3 diamonds in my hand. Okay. We have 5 diamonds. We do have a pickaxe. I don't know if that's going to work with the recipe. Let's just look up how we get diamonds. How doth one maketh diamonds? Okay. Interesting, but I think you need a diamond to make that. Alright, yeah. Gravel method. Let's see. Zendercoin might not be something we are able to make exactly today. Let me take a look at the setup I had over here. So I only need the one to pump into those 3. Everything gets pumped out into there except that, so I only need the one. How much of a chance is it for sieving? 1%, which means for every 100, I only get about 1. With them not being sped up, but having 3, therefore you divide that, so about every 33, I'll say 34 you round up, you get 1. Time that does 1. Oh, it's possible I could turn this system back on to take the cobble from the cobble gen, put it into the pulverizer to make gravel. The gravel then goes into these 3 automatic sieves, sieve the gravel to try and get diamonds. That's an easy way to do it. Or I stand at the magical crops, wait for my 7 seeds to get me 9 essence to make 1 diamond. In which case this method is going to be a whole lot faster. Alright. Well, we'll come back to that. We won't do the big super expensive diamond making thingamadoo-hicker right away. That won't be the first thing. So this thing, we're going to put on hold. Maybe. Actually, I think we can make it. Thankfully, I have a lot of obsidian left over from making the Dark Tower. Gosh, I needed a whole lot for that. Okay, burnt quartz. As that spell a block of quartz. Not that hard. And look, I have 4 right here. Grab a single piece of wood. Okay. Go to the ultimate furnace. Wait all about half a second. And look, we're done. Gosh, I love that furnace. Ender quarry. Alright, we have a diamond etched computational matrix. Hoo-wee! Not only is it a mouthful, it takes a lot of resources. Okay. And infused obsidian. Those two are done. We have plenty of saplings. We might be able to use our diamond hoe. So all we need are these things. Ender core. Alright. That we are gonna save for a moment. Instead, we need 2 iron pickaxes, 2 buckets of lava, 2 buckets of water, 2 diamonds, which will short 1. Eye of Ender. How do we make that? We can make those. Okay. So let's first make what we're going to need of. We need 4 of them. Buckets. Okay. So 2 water, 2 lava. Okay. So take what the lava can come from over here. There's only 1. Give me another. Okay. Then the water we can get from the infinite water source. Oh, bother. Can you sing any song drunk people sing? Can you sing any song drunk people sing? What sort of songs do drunk people sing? And even then, I'd probably have to look up the lyrics. Can I sing any song drunk people sing? I don't know. It sort of depends if you want me to sing it like a drunk person or not, with me slowing my words. Iron pickaxe. 1, 2. I think that's it, actually. No, not that one. Not that one. This one. Okay. Now we need a diamond. Let me. A Swedish song. Interesting. Well, first off, I can't speak Swedish, so there would be a problem in and of itself. Uh, Let me. Popular Swedish drinking song. Let me. That is very interesting. And to a Swedish drunk song, so it doesn't matter if you. We'll save the trouble of me trying to sing that, and I will just play that for you guys here in the background.
Helan går som hoppar alla nöj. Helan går som hoppar alla nöj. Och helan var han heller inte halva vår. Helan går. Hon hoppade allan lej.
Wow, I'm definitely happy I didn't try and sing that, because that would have been gosh awful. Diamond situation. Alright. We have to go water our crops, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, this is turning 18 plus law. I don't know. I don't think it's really all that, especially if you don't know. And the song, I did look up the lyrics, and it's nothing too trashy or wrong either. Hashtag just stream through hash. Da 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 da. I have absolutely no clue what that is from, but now it is stuck in my head. I'm trying desperately now to figure out what it is from. Alright, how many is that? 9! Yeah. Alright, this is good enough to finish our piece we need for the Ender Quarry. Oh my goodness. Okay, get rid of that. Make ourselves our 1 diamond. Ender Quarry. Go to here, then to here. And... oh, I get it. Okay. So, we now have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 5, 6. We have 6 of the parts. Not sure if our diamond pickaxe will be able to work. Hopefully it does. I'd love it if it can. So that'd be awesome. So now we need ender cores, which need magical wood. Which we have plenty of gold. We can get the bookshelves easily enough. It's the enchanted books. Okay. Okay. Don't believe it matters on the enchanted book. So. What? Okay. Vaspus? Alright. So. Hopefully, we'll be able to get our enchanted books from the loot bags. Because I have not emptied this out yet, which is probably a bad thing. Yep, it's a bad thing. Alright. Alright. I really have to remember to keep emptying out the mob one because it just gets way too crazy if I just leave it alone. Oh, I got a hat! A T-Rex. Interesting. Alright. Oh, there's these stupid slimes. Alright. Everything's dead. Everything's gone. Everything's dead. Alright. Gain our wonderful levels. Okay. Empty this chest. Yes, the uncommon treasures. That's what we are looking for. Get rid of all the stuff we don't want / need. And now for the very fun game of loot bag opening. It's not even still a thing. Do people on CSGO still do loot box loot crate unboxings? I don't know. I know like Tom Syndicate used to be like a huge person to do that, but I don't see it too much anymore. Okay. Gosh dang it. Why does it keep doing that? Nope, we want to save the uncommon treasures for last. Click Blake. any of that. The quartz is nice. We'll keep that. Come on. Nope, none of those. Take the pulsating iron just because it saves us a little bit of crafting. Not much, but enough. Oh, wait. Golden apple. There are some recipes that require golden apples, and they are very handy, as well as the interpoles. You try throwing that potion at me. You try throwing that potion at me, woman. Don't even try. There's no way she's going to get it through that small little gap. And I'm way too far out of the range for, whatever it's called. Oh, area effect damage. Alright. There, diamond. Whew, that saves a lot of work. And thaumium we'll keep for whenever we get to that in the future, which at this point, probably never gonna happen. Okay. Ow. She actually hit me! You get to die for that. Goodbye. Alright. It's Matt. Thanks for joining the chat. What? Interesting. Oh shoot, I'm almost dead. Why did somebody tell me I was almost dead? I wasn't paying attention to my health. Why would I need to when I'm all up here alone on this sky block? And nothing good there. Just throw you there. Okay. Oh, my Magnetio. That's a ton of Magnetio. And potions of health, which I really don't need because we really don't fight anything. Okay. And this one, nothing useful. Nope. Nope. No. Just banging through these. Like nobody's business. Unless somebody does have a business of opening bags of loot, in which case... Oh sure, I just threw away a golden apple. Oh well, I don't really use them all that much. So... how many of the... Are you just one person, Vospus? Or is it this literally like 3 to 4 different people? What? The great debate. What? Actually, I could figure this out right now very easily. Because we have 1, 2. Oh wow, it is actually like... Interesting. That is very interesting. That takes quite the commitment. And also, yeah, many tabs. Okay. Alright, well. Not as much as what I would have hoped out of all of these bags, although Jackpot! We get the mother lode. Alright, so out of these 10, we're hoping for as many enchanted books as possible. And 2. All 2 of them. Alright, I guess that means we're just going to have to go into our own personal stash of enchantment books. Alright. Oh, I sort of figured as such, but... Okay, so... Drop all of these wonderful things off in here. Do that. Do I have any extra enchanted books in this chest? No. Okay. Which means we're gonna have to personally go through our shells. Okay, and find all the really bad ones. Okay. All the ones that only have like 1 enchantment on them. Okay. Nope, that's a good one. Those are all really good ones. Oh, lure 2. Who needs fishing rods? Oh, water breathing. Okay. And now there's phosphorus keeping. Oh my goodness! There's literally 4 of you. Wow. That is amazing. Magical wood. Do I have bookshelves? No. Okay. Let's make some bookshelves. I need books to make bookshelves. Okay. Okay. Alright, 8. Okay. Okay, 3. Come on. Do I not have gold? I have plenty of gold. What? What is your problem? Alright, this is being finicky. Book. Shelf. Gold. Which is in like this formation or something. Reflection Squad. Hello! And then what? Books like such? Okay, maybe it's the opposite. It's always these sort of things. Oh, goody. I only have to do this twice, because it gives me 4 per. Wonderful. Oh shoot. I may have done something bad. We're not gonna worry about it. Ender, quarry. Ender core. I need more ender infused obsidian. Oh, shoot. Can't put that back in there. Put that there to make these. 1, 2. Put in there. 2. Put that there, and cross our fingers for a diamond pickaxe. No, we need a new one. Drat. Alright, let me think how we're going to get this. Uh, I'll probably pass on that song, Hoffler. What is this world? This is Minecraft Sky Factory, which, for those who don't know what that is, essentially, think of it as Minecraft Skyblock, except on, like, hardcore. Because what you do is you start off on one tree, on one piece of dirt. And from that, I've made all of this from just one tree on one piece of dirt. And that is simply because there is like 20 some mods in this game. To give you an idea, there's 422 pages of just stuff in this game. And from all those mods, you can do tons of different things, like magical crops and making nuclear reactors, which I've done, making different trees and deco craft and all sorts of very many different things. And that is what Minecraft Sky Factory is. It's basically a modded sky island, but with tons of more stuff. Alright, what was I going to do? Diamonds. I need diamonds. What's in here? Oh, lapis. Everything else is trash. I'll just throw you out. Okay. I need 3 diamonds, so we're just going to water the crops for a little bit. That's the quickest way. Oh, shoot. Never remember what button to press. So, yeah. How many emails can my IP make? I have no clue. I want to know what you're doing with 4 different channels. Do they all do different things? Or are they literally all just channels to watch stuff on? That's what I wanted to know. Like I saw one of yours was the official. One is gaming. So, alright. Nice calming music in the game for watering our crops. Bum, bum. Bob, MOMG, thanks for joining. One moment. Alright, back to watering. Woo. So I'm thinking is once we get all these diamonds and once we make the ender core, we're actually going to end it here for today. Because there's going to be some stuff I'm going to need to do off camera to get more diamonds for things like the chunk loader. As well as ensure we have all the stuff for the deep dark, which I'll make next time I stream. As well as all the stuff that I'll make a list of all the stuff we'll need for that when we get to the deep dark. So we're going to need a lot of light when we're down there. Because, as it may say in its name, the deep dark is, well, dark. As off camera, I'll also try and get that netherrack thing to work because, yeah, money grows from trees. Oh, in this game, I'm pretty sure, pretty much everything seen here is the product of one tree and one piece of dirt. That is how expansive this mod pack is. It's so super fun because of it. Alright, how many do I have? 11. I need 27. Come on. Come on, planties. Give me the goods. The only reason why I'm watering the plants for diamond essence is because it's easier than turning cobblestone into gravel to then put through the sieves, which brings such a low chance, whereas this is a guaranteed production of diamonds. It just takes a little while to water the plants to maturity to get the essence to turn into the actual diamonds. Goodness me. I really should just bake a whole bunch of diamonds to fill up these other two crops to make it move a little faster, as well as probably convert some of these, like platinum. I don't really know if I need much platinum. I think I might way down the line for the reactors. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I only really need it for the Indium. Why do you have Lego in your name if I can't see any Lego? Well, the name actually came from my blog. There's not my channel isn't a majority of Lego. It's more of an online moniker for myself, for what I originally made it for, which was posting Lego content and stuff on my blog, which transferred over to the YouTube channel for posting things like videos and stuff. But when I went off to college, I didn't have access to my collection of Lego. So a lot of it became things like Lego video games, and things like that. So if you go looking through, I do have a complete playthrough of Lego Batman 3 on the channel, as well as some gameplay of Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga and Lego Avengers. Yes. There's also a couple other varied Lego videos on the channel, such as one about a Lego sniper I made, which at some point I have to actually upload the instructions for, as well as a couple other things that I do for Lego programs during the summer. There's probably actually a bit more if you go to my blog. You like my accent? Well, part of it might actually be an accent. I do have a very slight bit of a cold I'm trying to get over. I also have been talking for 3 hours now. I have mentioned I have a bit of an accent. Currently, I've lived in Iowa all my life, but I was born in Michigan, here in the United States. And some people have mentioned that I have a bit of an accent. And depending on the day, even if I'm not even trying to, I actually have people come up to me and ask me if I'm British, which is very, very odd. And it completely throws off, like, clerks and tellers at restaurants. I don't know why, but apparently I do. It's one of those, like, I can't hear myself with one. But yeah, apparently I have had tons of people say I have an accent, so thanks for commenting on that. Some of it also comes from, a bit of a cold, as well as, when I was younger, I actually had a slight speech impediment where I had a bit of a problem pronouncing my R's, to where that attributed to some of the stuff. So yeah, there's only a few hundred miles between. I know I don't think I sound British, but some people who think I have a really thick accent, would say that it's a British accent, but I don't know what they're talking about. Northumberland. Oh shoot, I used to know what. Oh, I remember that being talked about just the other day. I think in one of my classes. Sounds so familiar. Okay, finally. Make a brand new diamond pickaxe. And now, for the moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen, can I get a drum roll, please? Not for that, sorry. But we're about to make our ender quarry, which has taken so much longer than what I thought it would. So, ta-da! Hey! My good friend Zach's here, just as I'm about to end the stream. But I know you were busy doing other stuff, Zach, so don't feel too bad. So we can actually... Oh, wait, craft and use. I haven't used it yet. Okay. Can't cross it off yet. Alright. Can't cross that off yet, so, alright. But we have it! Woo! And we have the Tesseract. Awesome! Well, let's go check on the koi, just to make sure it's still working. Ah. Alright. Only 10% depleted. Wow. Alright. Core heat and everything seems to be doing fine for the moment. Let's see, is there any waste? We do have one piece of cyanide, which isn't bad. How is this doing? Well, we're up to 13 million out of 80, so yes. I don't feel too bad, Zach. I actually didn't start on time either. I was 15 minutes late because I had to restart the program to record. So, alright. So, we have the reactor working as it should. I'll be able to go for a little longer. So, I'll probably go until about 6, but around then I'll have to get off, that way I can go get food from the university. Because then I don't have to pay for it. Because it's already paid through my tuition. So, Endercore is doing fine. What was the other thing? Oh, the chunk loader. That was the other thing we needed. So, for our grand scheme of stuff. What's going into that? Chunk. Gosh, every time I see Chunk, all I can think about is Goonies. And, hey you guys! Which, if you have not seen the Goonies, that is like one of the best movies ever. Oh, so good. Alright, chunk loader. Alright, that wasn't that hard. Okay, so. How many videos do I post a month? Depends on the month. During the summer, it was a lot less. But normally, about 4. Somewhere between 4 and 8. At least once a week. For at least the next couple months. Which usually comes out sometime between Thursday and Saturday. So, yeah, about 4 times a month. So, yeah, not a whole lot, just because it depends on how much I've recorded. Editing doesn't take too much. Just depends on how much I've recorded and how long they are and when I put them out. Okay. I skipped to the realization. 4 in the last day? Yes, there was quite a few. There was... The one from Monday was because I didn't get the one last Friday uploaded on time. Then there was the Lego Star Wars one Thursday night. And then the Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy one from earlier today as well. Plus, I'm streaming today, so by dinner supper time tomorrow, Sunday, this one will, this stream will be re-uploaded to the channel as well. Just do streams forever. Fortunately, being at college, I can't really do that. I do have to do classes and homework, and so fortunately, I can't really do that. What was I just thinking? Oh, yes, I have to make another Tesseract. Because... Oh, Oh! I have the quartz glass going upstairs! Oh my goodness, I'm glad I remembered that. We're going to need another Tesseract because... While we have one Tesseract on the reactor, pulling power from it, we're still going to need a Tesseract in the Deep Dark to power the Ender Quarry. So... Alloy Smelter. 9. It's good enough. Long live the stream. Yes, and the fact that it's going this long is wonderful, and I haven't had any problems with it, except for like the first 20 minutes. There was a little bit of droppage in frame rate, but most of you guys have come in later. I ran out of channels to troll you with. Reflection Squad, are you also Vospis, or are you somebody different? Are you also Nova? How many is this? Just one person? Yes. Tons of things have happened since you were last on stream, Zach. Lots of it being today I made a big reactor, so basically like a nuclear reactor to make power, as well as this ender quarry, which it's taken forever to make, as well as I can show you, I almost got a very complicated system. You have 8! I thought it was just 4. But okay. This whole system here, which was this form of redstone, makes redstone to go into these droppers, which are supposed to, when done by this large system of redstone, drop redstone into these barrels full of lava to make netherrack, to get crushed into crushed netherrack, to then be saved to make items, which is all being powered. Woo! Almost died there. All being powered by all of this, which I made last time. And that's not... Goodness me, what is up with my flying? Not to count what I also did last time, which was expand grass around all of my stuff to plant more trees, made a little farm for my moo fluid cows, transferred a lot of my crops and land into Minitio, made more grass for trees, as well as furnished out my tree for living areas, a bedroom, bathroom, and a gold coin shower. So, yes, tons of stuff happening. What was I just about to do? Ah, yes, Magma Crucible. Yeah, you've missed a lot in today's stream, Zach. Tesseract goes there. Okay, just one ender pull enough. Oh shoot, this has destabilized redstone in it. Oh shoot. I gotta get that out. Just break it. Alright. That works, right? Oh, yeah, it does. Okay. I think it needs a full bucket, so I'm gonna need some more ender pearls. Ender. Just put 16 in. Because I can't remember, is it just 4 or is it actually 8? Oh, it's just 4. Yay. Awesome. Okay. So much stuff. Lots of progress. I love progress. Alright. We have the full Tesseract, so now we have to go finish it by putting stuff around it. Just juiciest stream ever. Okay. Oh, quite know what's juicy about it. I love some juice though. Oh, right now I'm dying for some cranberry juice. It has been like 2 to 3 whole months since I've had any cranberry juice, which sucks because I used to drink that thing like religiously, like every day, and now I don't have any of it. Ugh, I miss it. Love me some cranberry juice. Alright, 2 Tesseracts. Awesome. Wonderful. So, what else is there for that I said we were going to need? Okay, craft chunk loader. We have made that. Haven't done any of that yet. Age of Insanity, we're nowhere near. Okay. We've crafted the Ender Core. We've done that. Travel to the Deep Dark. Okay. This is all for the Deep Dark. So I guess, because I'm going a little longer. Alright, so what we're going to do is instead of saving it for next time, what we're actually going to do, I'm actually going to create the Deep Dark portal. We're going to create the Deep Dark portal, and then next time I stream, we'll put everything in there. That way it can all be piped back. So, what is it that I actually need for this? Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Oh, no. I think I know what needs to go into the Deep Dark portal. Please let me be wrong. Wait. Oh, shoot. It's deep first, then dark. No! It requires unstable ingots. Oh, no. Oh. You know how well that went for me last time, don't you, Zach? Oh. That's not good. That's not good at all. Alright, well, let's take care of all the easier parts of it. A quintuple, 1 quintuple, and 3 quadruple. Okay. Alright. 1 quintuple. 1, 2, 3, 4 quadruple. Alright. Okay. Oh. Semi-stable nugget. Well, I have to double check, but it was 1 or 2 streams ago. After I killed the Wither, I was able to do the whole pseudo inversion. Strange magical item cannot be crafted, but is found in dungeon chests. Interesting. Okay. 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 I don't know what semi-stable nuggets are. What can these be used for? Hmm. Oh! These tiny nuggets are small enough to contain the powerful energies produced by dividing by a diamond. You can use these to craft a stable, unstable ingot that will not explode. Oh, wonderful! How did I make these? Crap, I need diamonds. Everything revolves around diamonds! Why can't it be based off like cobblestone? Alright, so, sorry for being silent there for a little bit. So, last time, maybe it was last time, but when I defeated the Nether, I got this stuff to activate the division sigil. Right? And what the division sigil does is you can make unstable ingots. The thing with the unstable ingots is it takes iron and diamond in an activated division sigil. Problem is, you have like 10 seconds to use an unstable ingot before it blows up. And what this means is if you don't craft what you need to with these within the 12 minutes, within those, not sorry, 12 minutes, 10 seconds, and you exit out of the crafting, you blow up and die. So, now that I've seen the semi-stable nuggets, these I can make into the unstable ingots, except the fact that now, by the nuggets, I can make these unstable ingots, except they're stable, which means they won't blow up on me, which is awesome. So, semi-stable nuggets. So, one nugget by diamond equals 1. To make one of these, I need 9. And for the portal to the deep dark, I need 4. So 4 times 9 is 36, which means I need 36 of those ingots, which means I need 36 diamonds. All for me to make the nuggets, to make yeah. Unstable ingot block. So what was it that I needed originally the unstable ingot for? Wasn't an angel ring. I know I used one for the builder's wand, but that didn't work. Wasn't the etheric sword? Oh, it was for the extreme infusion stone. That's what it was. Does it sometimes come up as Minecraft story mode? Does it sometimes come up as Minecraft story mode? Not quite sure what you mean by that, Vospis. Alright. So I'm gonna need a heck of a bunch of diamonds. So, because I know none of you are gonna want me to sit around for my 7 plants to create 36 times 7, or 36 times 9, which is 360 minus 9, so 351 of those essences divided by 7, because there's 7 of them. Break out the calculator on my phone. 351 divided by 7 is 50. I need each of those plants to produce 50 essence for me, which is going to take forever. So, I can't do that. So, unfortunately, I can't make the pull to the deep dark. So, I think. So, we're not going to be able to do that right now. So, I have about 15 minutes left to stream. So, what would you guys like to see done for about 40 minutes then? Road to 40 subs? Wow, are you that close? I know my friend Zach in the chat, he is up to, I think, 114 something. I know I'm only at like 27 last I checked. Not a whole lot, but you know, hey, I still like putting up content regardless. Is it nighttime? I can never tell when it's raining. Let's see if we can sleep off the rain first. And my bed. Oh, that's why. Music sounds. Let's put that down. Okay. I actually have to go turn something off because that is so annoying. Alright, where is this stupid thing? Come on, where are you? Oh wait, that's right. I actually have to go in above my room. Ah. Um. Alright. There. Now that I've turned that annoying thing basically off. I have 37. I don't know about that, Vospis. I don't know if I've gained 10 subs within the past 24 hours. Let me check. Holy crap, you're right. Well, I know I've had a couple today. Between you, Duck, and a couple of the other ones, but goodness me, really? 10? Holy moly! Alright, sleep. I can only sleep at night. It's not night. Shoot. Okay, so we have to deal with the rain for a little bit. So, 15 minutes. What should we do, guys? We can't do anything more with the Deep Dark until I farm more, diamonds. The redstone thing, the whole redstone automation thing, I'm gonna have to work out off camera. The reactor at the moment, I'm just gonna leave. Because yeah, still doing good. It's gone down in RF. If I take the waste out. Okay. Interesting. Oh goodness, bit of lag. Do a cool dance. I'm quite sure what you mean about that. I mean, can't really do too much in Minecraft with dancing. Whoop. Core fuel status. Oh. So that was literally the end of, like, 1 ingot, I think. Let me see. Yeah. That's how long 1 ingot lasted. I think 1 ingot made 19 million RF. Oh my goodness. That's a lot. Alright, so everything is still good here. I could try and make it bigger, but that would take more time. Oh. Interesting. I will say though, today's stream will make for a very interesting book in the library. Let's just stand here for a moment, this side. Let's check the achievement book because I don't think there's much we can do. Because there's these little things for the farming, which we're not going to do right now because they don't really help us. Plant farm 5 biomes doesn't really help. Diamond Alley doesn't help. Travel to the end, kill the Ender Dragon. That's too much to do for right now. That in itself is probably going to be a stream. Maybe next time we'll do that. We'll do the Deep Dark and the Ender Dragon. Because I pretty much have like the best, one of the best armors in the game. I think I have the best armor before Draconium. But I have to kill the Ender Dragon before that. My sword is stinking amazing. It's at Grandmaster level. Plus 22 attack. Knockback, luck, smite, sharpness, reinforced 2. Pretty much as good as you can get. And I think it has... Oh, it's a stick. It still has 2 modifiers. So, yes. You could build your face or orange bridge to the edge of the PC world. Don't really know if I'd be able to do that. Oh. Trying to think. I left a ton of stuff in the furnace, in the smelter, didn't I? Yeah, I did. That's gonna be a pain to try to empty out. It's in our meditation room and think. Oh. Yeah, I think I actually have to call it here, guys, just because, yeah, there's not a whole lot I can really do right here in order of progress, sorry. The process of progress. Just because a lot of it requires a lot of grinding, especially of diamonds, which I'll probably need to make more seeds of. There hasn't been that much in here. So, yes. So, next time, when I stream, which I don't know when it's going to be, but when it comes, we will finish getting the stuff for the Deep Dark, go to the Deep Dark, set up the Ender Quarry there to bring stuff back. Then we'll maybe see about killing the Ender Dragon and starting stuff in Draconium there, which will probably be a lot of fun. We'll have the redstone thing going, we'll have more magical crop stuff going more than likely to better aid us, and maybe we'll do some stuff with the reactor. So yes, so that is actually going to be all for us right now. So thank you guys also very much for watching this live stream. Ton of great people, ton of great chatter in the live stream today. I've been MacGyver. To all of you, wonderful awesome master builders out there. Stay bricky. Keep building. I will see you guys all next time.